for what I like to think is a very good reason. Um, I think in business and in life, right? We it's the details and the connection, meaningful value. So from the time we rise in the morning, we should be turning the value on in our lives for ourselves so that value can be reflected out to the world as we open our front door and enter into the world space, right? Into your space, whatever that is, wherever that is in the world, we must be present. And that is such a huge part of having a joyful, happy, challenge filled day that is not a stressful day. Challenges and roadblocks and any other obstacle should be embraced and used as fuel to fire us up for the day, not the opposite. Oh my God, you know what happened. So I won't go into too many details, but someone I know close to me has had challenge after challenge after challenge. But my feedback every time is, well, so that must mean this. And he's verbalizing this, like go down, go down, go down. And I'm like not in that space. So I think it's the way we separate ourselves or engage, but we have to observe what we're given. So this morning, I was given a message on Skype from my new salesperson. She's dynamic. You're going to love her, and she is a brilliant lady. And so she said, Peter, it's IT stuff. We can't get this woman in. And so can you call her? So I said, of course. I picked up the phone and I called her probably after I was having my breakfast. So I called her and she's in Texas. And I'm like, hello. And we started, and she goes, oh, Peter Stone. So what I found out was this woman has been in business for 36 years. She doesn't have a website. She has a brick and mortar store. She obviously knows what she's doing, going through all the time and tribulations in business and making it work, no matter what you're given as a challenge. This is the key. If you quit, then you failed. But sometimes you have to quit when something really, you put everything into it. I mean, if you really know, well, maybe there's something better and I need to stop. I mean, stop the struggle, because if it becomes a struggle, you definitely want to leave. But in her case, I like identified because she's like in business a year longer than Peter Stone has been in business. So these are the types of customers and clients. She goes, oh, Peter, this is Peter. Well, yes, it's Peter. So today the opportunity is not this. Like send out a. So I talked to some people and they're like, I asked someone in my team. I said, uh, so she goes, well, we don't have a huge database like of clients. I go, yeah, I know. There's only 6,000, like in the wholesale world. And I go, so what is huge? I mean, I'm thinking that she didn't say that. So everybody's perception is different. So I asked her, so what's huge? What's huge to you? And she's a brilliant lady too. I am very blessed. I have a team behind me here and a team together that we work together, and sometimes in front of me. So this is an important point, in front of me. So what that means is keep in front of the wave. I want them to be out in front of me because that's the best place to be. When you got a team, they're in front of you. They're doing things that you didn't think of yet. They're like they're like dynamic in all that they're doing. I love it. So this is what I expect from my team. Not just do what I tell them to do much more than what I tell you. Show me who you are, what you're made of, and how you can contribute to Peter Stone, contribute to the world, and make your day better, make the world a better place, and inspire and help someone's business to grow. So I called this woman. I solved her problem with my IT team, and we found a little glitch. Boom, she was in. We talked on the phone. She clicked on the link. So let me try this. Didn't work the first time because she mistyped the second password. So simple. Click on the link and you enter password, repeat, go, and you're shopping. So that's our new wholesale site. It's really easy to use. And that's where you go for drop shipping. So that's why I don't consider myself being late. I consider myself being behind my schedule, but for a good reason. One client, important. Every one is important. Just like Peter Stone jewelry, when we make one piece or we make 1,000, it all gets the same attention to detail. And I will tell you for sure, and if you don't know this, you're going to learn. Most people, they want the fast money. They're out there to click, engage you and spam you and do a lot of things. But there's some other good, respectful companies too. But I'm just going to say the majority out there in this jewelry, fast money, we can copy images that people never know. And when they get the jewelry, oh, it's so difficult to send it back to China or Thailand or in India where it's really supposed to be cheap. Well, you'll get cheap, all right. And at Peter Stone, you get value. So what happens is when you pay a fair price for a beautiful piece of jewelry, you get stacks of service from myself directly, from my team. This is Peter Stone. And the only way you're ever going to find out what you're missing is to engage. There's a link here. You should see a bell here on YouTube. You should be subscribing. And here on Instagram, you want to follow because I have some gems. I have some real value that I can promise you. I'm a master coach and a consultant, and I've had doing business for over 50 years. I've been doing business since I was 12 years old on a lobster boat in the little town of Manchester by the sea, and managing people to help me since I was a kid on those boats. 14, 15, up into bigger boats, a crew of 5, then on a merchant ship and a crew of 10 or 15. And I get it. I love psychology of people. And sometimes I don't appreciate the way they react, but that's a lesson. So a little story on a merchant ship right around the corner from my room on a big container ship traveling over to Europe. And one guy, he was really wrapped up and he was just angry. And this is what I was like recovering, and I'm trying to get my head back together. And I got to put up with this guy every day for 2.5 months. And he's my neighbor. And you don't jump over the side, you're there. That challenge becomes a blessing. How so? Because you step back and you go, wow, I am really grateful I don't wear those shoes, baby. What can I learn from this guy? How not to live a life. And I learned a lot. And I learned patience, tolerance, acceptance. I mean, a lot of life lessons. So then, when I got in the line in the post office or at the grocery store, I could uh, find the challenge, turn that weight instead of, I always love some of us, we want to get going, right? Oh, I got to wait. So it's the opportunity. We step back, separate the moment, and practice our patience, practice our tolerance, practice our acceptance of other people's rights to their opinion. Not like me. Thank God not everybody's like me or like you or like everybody else. And we must respect others' opinions and values. So, how does that get us to drop shipping in cold? Well, I don't want you to come and do business with me or my team or my company unless you expect nothing but the best. Okay? Because that's what I expect every morning when I get up. I expect the best to happen, and it does. And it's been happening that way for year after year after year. Because if you expect to get parking, you shall get it anytime, anywhere. New York City, doesn't matter. Well, now it's much easier. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Anyway, so drop shipping. How simple is drop shipping? And if you want to make some good money and you want to stand out, the market's flooded. I talk to these customers that have been around for 20, 30, 35 years. Every single one of them says the game has changed. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the reason, like, they haven't done business with us for a while because we haven't been visual. But now we're going back visual, and they realize, wow, Peter, you're still in business, and we haven't bought from you in 5 years. We need to get jewelry because they know Peter Stone jewelry is unique. It's different. It's special. It has got the Peter Stone signature to it, which is recognizable almost anywhere. However, some people like to do copies. And if you're one of them, I gotta get you. And believe me, anyway, we're doing a sweep here soon. And the the difference is in the metals. We have certificates of authenticity. The detail, we have 5QA, quality assurance team and quality control, right? They're the same thing to me, but every step of the way, the jewelry is checked. If there's a little pin drop in it, it's sent back to be fixed. So you feel the difference in our jewelry. Our jewelry is not thin and lightweight. You'll never get it that way. We had one Celtic cross years ago, very thin, that we did in like 1991 or 92. And we changed that. I don't know how we got that. It was probably done from someone outside, but that's not Peter Stone. One out of over 20,000 designs. That's not too bad. So we fixed that. It's not bad at all. It's actually very good. Let me flip that around and turn the proper language in here. So the dropship has been successful for over 20 years. We dropship, there's companies in Ireland, Irish companies that sell to people in America. We drop ship their jewelry from our USA company, saving fuel on an airplane, saving duty and time and shipping across the ocean, saving a lot of money. The same with Australia. If someone in America, I mean, it works all these different ways all over the world. And even in your own country, it doesn't matter. So if you're in the USA and someone orders online, we deliver it there with your name, your address, your details. So how does it work? You go to the drop down menu at peterstone.com. There is the jewelry programs menu. Drop down, there is a drop shipping link. Right there on that home page, you can see that drop down menu. You go down and you click on the drop shipping program. Voila, it opens. If you are not a wholesale customer of Peter Stone, the price is $200. And I can hear it. A lot of people, oh, no, there's so many people out there that have free drop shipping. They do. And you'll know why it's free. Your service is not a one-on-one service. Rarely is it. It's all like send us an email, text us, chat with us, but you never talk with a live person, or rarely will people give you their time. Maybe I'm the old school guy and I like people and I like to contact them and really solve your challenges if you don't, or not just solve your challenges, but help you grow your business. And that's why in the drop shipping program, so you sign up, it's very simple. If you're a existing wholesale customer, you get the drop shipping program for free. Free, free. Drop shipping is free for you. You put an effort, you're partnering up with us, I'm giving it to you. And why am I going to give it to you? Because you can use the drop shipping program in addition to the items that you purchased and expand the size of your store and the presence and the size of the collections that you offer, plus offer gold now. Oh, Peter, my customers don't want gold. How do you know? Because you're not got a website, unless you're tracking every move on your website, you don't know if people want gold or not. So we have people that have bought, they buy tens of thousands of dollars of sterling silver jewelry, but they also order some gold. What does that gold mean to them? A $1,200 sale, a $1,500 sale. With drop shipping, if you add gold to a drop shipping program and sell one piece, you can make $300, $400, $500 on one sale. One sale. You don't have to sell 400 items and make $1 a piece on some free drop shipping. So why the $200? You see the images here online and all this information. You get to use our descriptions. We let you use our copyrighted copy and our copyrighted images of jewelry on your website. You pick the designs that you want from the drop shipping. And then if you need any help uploading it with descriptions or any copy, we'll give you that. That's why there's a cost to it. We give you a lot of tools to make sure you're successful. Selling phone cases or some crap from China, this cheap little, it's just everywhere. It's everywhere. And sure, it sells, but when you've got 100,000 people drop shipping cheap little bits of Chinese jewelry, what do you think your chances of making some good money, making a decent income from that is? Not very good. You'll make some money. Oh, I made $100 this week. Really? So what? Don't you want to make $1,000 this week? Or better yet, what if you sold 2 pieces of gold a week and some silver, and you did that for 52 weeks, and maybe you got 1,500 or 2,000? You can make $100,000 if you engage, or when you engage. There's no if. When you engage with us and our team and ask for help, we get you solutions. Solutions. No question is too silly. And no question is too complex, because we've been doing this a long time. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm learning every day from people like you, people from my team. I learn something every day and I love it. I love to learn. I've got like 5 libraries around the world, and I've got stacks and stacks and stacks of notes, and I write and I learn, and I love to share my knowledge. I've been doing this for a long time. So the big gift for me, yeah, I want to make some money. You want to make some money. We all must make money to live in this world. But let's enjoy the journey and add some value to our lives and raise the bar a little bit. So many people, when they sign up for the wholesale account, I'm going to say probably 50% or 40% say price is the most important thing. Well, I say if you're trying to save money, you should put it in the bank and don't have a business. But if you're an investor, you invest in your own business. You, you invest in yourself and you buy jewelry that feels right. I, quite frankly, rarely make a piece of jewelry that I don't feel that jewelry myself before it gets out into the marketplace and presented. I had a, I was damned to get a beautiful chakra collection, and I had designs from 1997 to 2006, 2005. Chakra desk working on that chakra collection until I could feel it. I could feel the energy from that jewelry like that. Like I feel it in my gut. I feel it in my solar plexus that yes, that is the jewelry that needs to be presented. Tried all these different designs, so many different designs. And these are some of the chakra stones, but I'll show you. You'll have to come online to see the one I'm talking about. It's the whole chakra from the crown chakra to the lower chakra, all seven. And they come with or without gemstones, two-tone, plain silver, or with gold, or you can get them in gold. And because that energy has been transferred into our other collections of jewelry by adding the color of the chakra stones to give us a wider collection of chakra jewelry, which is only one of the 43 niche markets that you can put out in the world. So whatever you like in jewelry, whether it's Renaissance, Viking, Celtic, horses, cats, dogs, New Age, yeah, look at these lists of collections here. I mean, it's a big list. I didn't do that list to confuse you, but I gave it to you to say, oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. I didn't know Peter had this. No, because I'm not going to put it all online for you and you'll never end, but you can select these types of collections, whatever resonates with you, because if it resonates with you, you're gonna sell more. How do I know that? That's why my business, Peter Stone, is still running after 35 years. It hasn't been easy. And there's so much invested in the beauty and the energy of this jewelry that the world needs it today, especially like the Archangel collections and the protection pendants. I mean, they are the Michael collection comes with a beautiful ring, pendants in gold, in silver, in tri-metals. We have a rose gold, yellow gold, and white gold in a piece. It's just meaningful and powerful. So the seven archangels also comes in one pendant. So if you want to have all that energy for your customers and clients and present that in this world that needs the help right now, we need additional strength that we don't see, that we can't find within. We look without. There's the multicolor piece right there in the center. And you can have these custom made if you want. You can change the colors, all those pieces. All of the sterling silver that you see here is available in gold. So you say, Peter, I didn't see this in gold on your website. Okay. So if you want to put it in the dropship program, all you do is you ask, hey, Peter, look, I saw this design, all these three. Okay, I want to put these 20 designs already in gold. But these other 10 designs, I didn't see them in gold. Can you make those for me in gold? The answer is yes. All Peter Stone sterling silver jewelry is available in 14, 18, 22, and for the really fine gold lovers, 24 karat. So you are close to it. So it's like 23.99995, but it's not really pure, but it's as close as we can get it. Feels good. Okay. And it's an investment, taking the paper and turning it to gold. But when you take that gold and you double your money, oh my gosh, what if you sold 2 or 3 pieces of gold a week? So what I was saying is you never know who's coming to your website. And you think, well, they just want silver. My customers only silver. No, they might like your theme. So you have 43 different niche lines. People have specialties right in their store. They like New Age, or they are the Celtic clothing, right? And you think, well, silver is pretty much the key Celtic jewelry, but a lot of people want gold. If they come to your website, they don't see gold, they're gone. But if you hook them with the gold, 30 pieces, 40 pieces of images, and you sell those, oh my gosh. And you do not have to spend any money up front except for that small $200. And guess what? We have brought on a funding, not a credit card funding, no interest. There's a funding company that's very easy to do, very fast, very simple, called Klarna. You get 4 payments over 4 payments in 2 months. That's a payment every 15 days or every couple of weeks, right? So it's $50 every 2 weeks. And you don't have to put up the $200 up front. You can use Klarna, Affirm, or Sezzle, which is mostly for international companies all around the world, because Affirm and Klarna are only for the USA, maybe Canada, but for the USA. And you can really, when you come back, you really need to subscribe to find out how to scale up for little to no money, starting with Peter Stone jewelry. So with Klarna, you do have to pay the $50 up front, but that's pretty little to get yourself into a $50,000 a year business. You can do this. This is so real. This is so real. We have people that are calling us from years ago. They know how our jewelry sells. It stands way above the average stuff out online. So I asked one of my team that kind of knew. I said, so who's our competitors out there? And she showed me some of these things. I said, well, they're not really competitors. They had some things maybe looked like it, but they were small, cheap, lightweight. I could see through it, but she saw the images immediate. It kind of looked like they might be, but they're not. They're not. They're low ballers. You don't know if you're getting silver from Thailand or China. You just don't know. And it was all about price. But aren't you valuable? Aren't your customers valuable? And all through the years, the message in the jewelry is what is so valuable, right? The symbols of the centuries that have kept people strong and survived and lifted them up in the toughest of times. That's what Peter Stone jewelry will do for you and your clients. It's not just a way to make money. There's so many ways to make money. Go buy Bitcoin if you want to have, like just the money. I, that's nice. Money is good, but don't we want a richer life, a more valuable life? There's so many people with stacks of money and they got no life. There's a few that do have a lot of life, okay, but very few that really have a rich, full life. And that is what the Peter Stone jewelry journey is all about. I can tell you firsthand, I've traveled to over 101 countries. It's not a brag, it's just that I wanted to discover. I had a symbol, I had a play. I went to Egypt, right? And I went to a Stonehenge. I lived not far from Stonehenge and Glastonbury, and in Ireland, up the triple spiral. Boy, I'm drawing a blank. I went there, 4,000-year-old Newgrange, and did designing there. France, Germany, out in the plains where the Celts and the Romans lived. I met a woman who had a home there and told me about the history of the area. And she designed our mandala collection. There's a piece in there I love so much. It's called Be a Star. It's her collection. She did a book on, I sold 150,000 books in Germany to help kids, right brain, left brain, designing creativity. And I got to meet her and I got to work with her. I got to go to her home. Not just me, my wife and my daughter, who was only 8 at the time. What a wonderful experience creating this jewelry, meaningful jewelry. I'm not here for the fast money. I'm telling you. If I was, I would be gone a long time ago because the challenges have been great. Sometimes looking up to see the bottom. Like all great businesses, persist, persist, persist with your dream, with your passion, and make it happen. So you can click on the link. We're going to leave you a link here. You just go to peterstone.com, drop down on the menu, and you'll see the Dropship program. And if you have any questions, there's a chat button, there's a phone. We always get back to you within 24 hours. Our team we've been so focused just in the last 60 days to make sure all systems are connected and you are treated like royalty, meaning we help you grow your business like no one else. You would pay a lot of money for coaching and consulting like what we are going to give you. I've got advanced stuff that's later, but here, and we've got a really cool program coming for fairs, festivals, and events. You're going to want to know about these packages, turnkey business with training. Even some packages come with your own. You can create 18 of your own designs included in the package. I'm going to check out. I'm not going to make this long. We're here. It's under 45 minutes. And I hope I've given you some hope and some information and really value, because you got to know, I will promise you, not all jewelry is the same, but it's not the jewelry. It is how the jewelry is made and the philosophy of the team and the jeweler behind the jewelry that is this. Everyone who touches a piece of Peter Stone jewelry, from the maker, the hands of the maker, to the wearer, the hands of the wearer, the body of the wearer, must benefit from Peter Stone jewelry. And everyone in between, and that means you, the drop shipper or the wholesaler or reseller or affiliate. So take a look, click at the link. You'll see a link here at the end of this video. And I really want to thank you for checking in again. Stop back next week. Sign up for our newsletter. I'm here for you. My team's here for you. We love you.